Good afternoon, Timmy Talkers, and I hope you're all well. Now, I was listening to the radio yesterday, and one of the biggest points in the news, apart from Greenland, was that billionaires are worth more this year than last year. They're going to be, aren't they? That's what money is. If you've got money, you're always going to make more unless you do something monumentally stupid. If I was given £1 million today, I'm sure, even without touching it, if I just put it in a high interest account, I would have more than £1 million next year. That's what money does. But what I do like about it is people complain on X, using their smartphone, driving their battery car, whilst making purchases on internet shopping sites, contributing to these people becoming more wealthy. That's just what they've managed to do. They're no different. It's just a matter of scale to a bloke who might have owned 2 greengrocers in one town or the only supermarket. He would have been the richest person in that town. Now we're talking about the richest peoples in the world. Good luck to them. I don't care. They can have as much money as they like. It just brings a different type of misery, doesn't it? Whether you've got too much money or too little, it always brings problems. Some people have too little, they worry about putting the heating on. Some people have too much, and they're always worried about being kidnapped or murdered or losing it all or having ransoms taken out on their families or whatever. So, I'm stunned that people are stunned that people who have money have more this year than last year. So what? It doesn't matter. What does matter is at the grassroots level. Under the term of reorganisation or restructuring, how many of us could afford to lose the job we're doing? If they came up to me tomorrow and said, Timmy, you aren't having your job tomorrow, I would be absolutely buggered. But then they would say, we're getting rid of the exact job you do, we're having a very similar one. You can do it, the same jobs you're doing today under a different title for £100 a week less. Do you know what? I'd probably have to take it. But they know that. We all grow to the size of our bowl, don't we? I've got a certain amount of outgoings. I need to earn a certain amount of outgoings. Whatever's left over is my little Guinness popping out for a curry treat money. If that had to go, but I kept everything else, then that's what you have to do. Unfortunately now, under our glorious leaders, and it really doesn't matter who's in charge, I must say, they are trying to pinch pennies out of the pockets of everybody. So rather than focusing on how much more someone's got than you, look at how much someone's trying to take away from you. That's the most pressing problem in the world at the moment. Shaving down the income of the average working person. Now, I'm not a communist. I think communism's very, very odd. It's never worked anywhere it's ever been implemented, so that's a no-goer. There's always people with more than you. That's how the world works. People with lots do stuff which provides people who've got little to achieve, and it spirals like that. So rather than being envious and cross at people having more money than you, be very wary they're coming for yours. Not the billionaires, the little employers, the government, the state. They're all coming for your last £5 out of your pocket, and you'll be lucky to have it. As Klaus Schwab said, the leader of the World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and be happy. And he actually did say that, because I did find it. David Icke was right. And it's not even a conspiracy anymore if it turns out to be true. Anyway, so like, share and subscribe. I've got 1,000 likes on the TikToks now, which is great. And I've got 150 odd subscribers on YouTube, which is marvellous. And my instant telegram is doing quite well. So today's song is Money by Pink Floyd, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.